Yo! Wagwan. So by now, I'm sure you've probably seen a lot of the drama that's been going on with Drake. Now, when it comes to these situations, there's a lot of lessons to be learned. So I'm going to go over the post. I'm going to go over what may or may not have happened. The alleged suing that is going on from this IG model that's trying to sue Drake. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to read over the post and the information that's been presented. But here's the thing. This is alleged. So keep in mind that this may or may not be true, but regardless, there's a lot of things guys can really take away from this and understand when it comes to not just celebrity life, but also you can use in your regular daily life as well and prevent some of the mistakes that catch a lot of men off guard. Based on this post, it says, allegedly, Drake and the IG model allegedly met up on Instagram, #1 dating app in the world. And the two decided to link up a few weeks ago. Now, a few weeks ago, this happened a while ago. Now, this story is just becoming public, etc., etc. So, obviously, she's moving to get some clout from this. She's trying to get some attention based on whatever is been happening. And so she's now putting the story public to either make Drake look bad or to make a case for her to justify her suing him. So this is just a grab for attention, right? All right. The model and Drake had a romantic encounter. Nothing romantic about this. And what happened next was, well, a little crazy. After the party, they went back to his hotel. They smoked some trees, they smoked some weed for a little bit. And he asked if she wanted to have sex. He made sure he got some consent. He wanted to get up in the guts and he made it clear. Yo, shawty, I'm Drake. I'm trying to bust them cheeks down. Let's get it poppin'. She said he was very intent on ensuring things were consensual. Now, there's a thing here I want to point out. The life of these celebrities and Drake in this example compared to the life of normal guys is a little bit different. When it comes to celebrity status and the amount of fame that they have to be extremely careful and they have to make sure that they're clear on some of the consensual things that are happening so that they don't have any liabilities associated with these women because it could be career damaging. A lot of women view these guys as licks and a lot of women will come back in the end to sue them, to make all types of claims and ruin their reputation. So it's very important for guys like this and just any guy. This is a lesson for every single guy. To make sure you're aware and you're conscious of the situation you're going in. And they started with a bit of foreplay. I mean, you gotta start it off somehow, you know what I'm saying? He rubbed and suckled her titties for a bit. A little bit, just a little nibble. He then went to the bathroom and came out with a condom on. So this is what kind of like caught my attention. He went to the bathroom and he came back out with it on. It didn't say he went and then he came back with one and then they continued and then he put it on. He came back ready. He came back strapped up to the max. And this is another thing I can assume was more intentional on his part. I assume the whole sequence of things was intentional on Drake's part. Obviously, because he's been around these situations before, and his goal is to always protect himself and reduce his liability. So my assumption is that obviously he went in to get his own condom. He made sure he put it on and make sure it's good and protected, whatever it is, and he came back out ready to go. No random bullshit, no falsities, no her trying to put it on, no her trying to poke holes or rip anything in the condom. Always being protected. So, it says. Now this is where we're going to put a big disclaimer. There's a big pause right here. But I'm just going to continue reading it. She said he's about 7 inches thick and cut. They piped. He dug the guts for about a good 20 minutes. In Spanish, that's 20 minutos. And he mostly hit it from the back and eventually came inside the condom. Now, for people who may be, whatever, this is, like I said, this is a disclaimer. Pause, first of all. But 7 inches on a guy is, I'd say, a little bit above average. The average for a guy is about 5.5. So realistically, girls who say they want some 10-inch meats, you better pull up the Subway, because most people don't got that. Most people, you better pull up the Arby's. They got all the meats. Most of us don't got that. Now, 7 inches is still very, very, above average compared to the statistically 5.5 that most guys have. Now, in this perspective, I personally feel like she was just giving him a little clout here. A little clout, a little props. And now that's just going to even make these clout demons a little bit crazier for my boy Drake. That has nothing to do with me, though, so I don't give a fuck. Immediately after, he went back into the bathroom to dispose of it. Smart guy. She fished out the condom out of the trash, untied it, and put the opening end into her kitty cat. Boy, was she in for a surprise. She said it felt like pouring hot, blazing lava into SeaWorld. So, let's be real here. She was obviously one of those girls that was ready to trap Drake. She was ready to go in there, fish out the condom, open it up, whatever she got to do, and dump it in to either catch a check, make a baby she didn't want, she didn't care about, with a guy she really didn't really know, to come up off a check. Now you gotta take away from this what you will, but there's something to be said about the mentality of a girl who would do something like this. And you can really understand that when it comes to these famous guys and like these status symbols, this is the type of stuff that happens in these situations. Girls who want to trap you, girls who want to get your money, girls who do all types of crazy psycho things to get some involvement into your life and get some interest in the bag you may be holding. You always have to stay protected. Now, this doesn't just apply to celebrities. This applies to the regular, normal guys. As you can see from what I said, it said she untied it. So that means not only did he just recklessly throw the condom in there, he knotted it and tied it. Every time you have sex with a girl and you use a condom, tie your condom. And not only that, we're taking up 2022 early lessons from Drake. Always keep a packet of hot sauce right next to that condom, just in case. You pull up, you pull out, you go to the bathroom, you pull out that hot sauce, ding, and get rid of that shit. Always protect yourself, no matter what it is. And she screamed. Drake ran into the bathroom. He admitted that he poured the packet of hot sauce in the condom to kill the sperm. So, there's a lot of things to be taken away from this. Obviously, this girl, clout demon, clout chaser, trying to grab the bag from a man she barely knows to have a kid she didn't really care about having. And how this relates to you, how this relates to more average guys, how this relates to me. Regardless of celebrity status, a lot of women will see you as a lick. If you're at some point in life, you may not be a celebrity, but you may be living a pretty decent life. You may be having some things going for you. And she comes along and sees you as a lick, as a guy she can trap, take care of her, and if anything, get some child support out of you at the end of the day. And it's on to you as guys to make sure that you don't have any kids you don't want. Now, at the end of the day, if things do slip up and bad things happen and you accidentally, inseminate this girl and she gets pregnant, it's out of your hands at that point. And on the process of having that kid, she's in full control. But you got to keep in mind, no matter who's in control of that situation, the courts don't really care. The courts don't care about you. The courts aren't in your favor. The courts aren't there to really protect you and help you as the guy from a girl that does something like this. This type of thing should be extremely illegal. The fact that they're posting this, and the fact that this is news now, she should be facing criminal charges. But no criminal charges. No charges of entrapment. If a cop forcibly tricks someone into selling drugs or into doing anything illegal and the system finds out, that's clearly entrapment. They forced that person into that situation where they had to make that decision. Now, when this situation comes around, it should be treated the same way. It's entrapment. She should be facing criminal charges for this, spending time in jail for this. The same way if a man doesn't pay his child support or doesn't uphold certain responsibilities, he can go to jail. Where are the consequences? Where are the repercussions for things like this that happen? These types of things are why, guys, you have to be skeptical of every single woman you're dealing with. Unless she proves herself extremely well and you vet her extremely deeply, it's not worth it. Trust me. My guy Drake, I'm sure he's had a lot of these situations in the past. This one just happened to come out. And if you guys take note from like a lot of celebrity culture, celebrity status, a lot of these celebrities have these models, these girls sign NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, so that there's no evidence and they're not legally able to expose all the things that may happen within the rappers or whoever, celebrity in general's private life. They may be doing things that they don't want the public to know. They may be having relationships with girls that they don't want to be exposed, and they just want to maintain some level of privacy but have legal protection behind that. This is why these things are important. Always have a strategy to protect yourself, guys. Always. But regardless, that is about my rant. Leave your thoughts down below. Do you think this was the right decision on Drake's part? Pouring hot sauce. I think the smartest decision. 2022, we come with a packet of Tabasco. Stock prices going through the roof. We coming with all types of hot sauce 2022. So don't even trip. Keep a packet in your back pocket. You feel me? And as always, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and stay official. Peace.